Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're watching. Welcome to another mobile edition of Crime Time with DutyRon. Guys, I'm a retired New York City police detective with 20 plus years of law enforcement. And if you like all things true crime related from a police perspective, please consider hitting the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you will get all things DutyRon when I go live or upload another video. I want to say a special thank you to my Patreon supporters, the channel members, and all the folks who positively engage, the subscribers, the commenters, the replay viewers, the moderators, and all who are here. Today we're going to talk about Don Wells. He was arrested today in court on his court appearance for February 7th. It was from back in November when he had his DWI arrest. Today was his court day. Today was when he was supposed to return to court. It was 3 months ago that we saw him in there. He talked about not having a job or trying to get a job and trying to pay for different things. And we saw that report that was from November, his November appearance. And today's appearance was scheduled. And I'll just read to you really quick. Don Wells just pleaded guilty to driving while intoxicated, DWI. It was an obvious probation violation. I'm so used to working with parole. I say parole immediately. Parole. Probation is for the lower offenses. Parole are for the felons that get released from jail. Uh, so he was sentenced today in court just a short time ago to 11 months and 29 days in the Hawkins County Jail, of which he has to serve 180 days consecutively. If he completes a program in jail, which I'm sure and I'm hoping for his own sake he completes that jail, the court may, when they say the court may decide to let him serve the rest by probation, that's a big may. He has violated probation in the past. He's a he's a continual violator of probation. You can only give so many chances to a repeat offender so many times. So the court may, and those are key words, may. I am going to get together with criminal defense attorney Joe Murray and talk about this case. We're going to look it over. We're going to look at all of the documents, and we are going to break down what this means for the Summer Wells investigation. Now, don't forget, we have the component of Candace and Don now no longer are going to be together for 180 days. So my detective sense says, let's bring Candace in and question her again. Let's re-question Candace without the security blanket of Donnie Boy. So that's what I'm thinking, folks. And I think that would be the first step to trying to move forward a little bit. Kansas is not going to have her security blanket. Now, when I say security blanket, that's her significant other. This is a man who has, as we saw on social media, we see it. I can't help but to say we have seen the two of them on late night rants with other YouTube content creators, YouTube channels, or whatever you want to call it. We've seen them on together. They start hitting the sauce. They start getting abrasive, talking nasty about each other. Now she's not going to have him there, and it's going to be an opportunity for some of the investigators to sit her down and let's go over and get let's get another take of what happened that day, that alleged day with Summer Wells. So I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm hoping that some good investigators get her and bring her into the box, bring her into the old box, and the box is really the room. We take her into the interview and interrogation room and have a conversation, have a nice long conversation with uh, Mrs. Candace Wells. So let me say hello to everybody and thank you for each and every one of you joining. Again, I didn't I didn't think that he was going to walk out of court today. Uh, you have the violation of the DWI, violated his probation back in November. So he was before Judge Daniel Boyd's courtroom, and he was arrested for that DWI that we all know and remember. Uh, Wells walked out of the court, walked out of that courtroom the last time. Thank you, First to Deploy. How are you, Chris? Good to see you. So he walked out of the courtroom and was given a return date of February 7th, 2022. During the uh, when he was in the hearing, he addressed the charges that were received Saturday, October 29th, for driving under the influence of alcohol, among other charges. Court documents show that he was placed on probation. He was convicted in April of 2021 for possession of a handgun by an intoxicated person. So he was placed on probation after being arrested for being intoxicated and in possession of a handgun of a firearm. Around 9:20 that fateful day in November, Sheriff Ronnie Lawson, as you remember, entered the courtroom in dramatic style as the sheriff of that county and in that area. He grabbed Don Wells when the court hearing was over and placed him under arrest. That was for the violation of probation. Following his arrest, Wells approached the podium and he made a few comments. He made a few statements. He mentioned in court that he was unsure how he could keep up with his court expenses along with maintaining child support for his sons. He followed the statement and said that the blood work from Saturday night's arrest would tell you all. Well, guess what? The blood work from Saturday night's arrest back in 2021 told everybody everything that they needed to know. And he wanted to represent himself. But the judge asked Wells when was the last day he worked, because he said that he was unemployed at the time. We now know that he is working different jobs. Wells said he's been working on his house and things for the welfare to get the boys back. He included, this is from his first court appearance back in 2021 in November. He said that he and Summer's mother, Candace, was launching a YouTube channel in the hopes of finding their daughter. Yeah, a lot of good that did, and I don't really see any benefit to it. He also added at that court hearing that he was going through a lot of things and a lot of heartache, and he pled for the mercy of the court. The judge appointed him a public defender, which was the right thing to do, and he reset the hearing for February 7th, which is, when I check my calendar, that is today at 1 p.m. And they were awaiting the blood results from his DWI arrest. Guess what? Newsflash, the DWI results from his blood work came back that he was intoxicated and operating a motor vehicle, a crime. He was in possession of a handgun while he was intoxicated, another crime. And he now got convicted of those charges today, which are a clear violation of his probation. And he is now, fast forward today, he pled guilty to violation of his probation and DUI. He was sentenced to 11 months and 29 days in the Hawkins County Jail. Wow, he's going to be really well received in the Hawkins County Jail, which he must serve 180 consecutive days. So he's going to be 180 consecutive days in the Hawkins County Jail. And if he completes a program, it's probably going to be a stop drink program, a DW, like an alcohol program. If he completes an alcohol program, probably alcohol and drugs, and he completes that, he will have perhaps the opportunity. The court may, and the key words in that sentence is the court may decide to let him serve the rest of the 11 months and 29 days on probation. But I don't think that they're going to give him, I don't think they're going to give him a third and fourth chance. I think that he's going to be in there for the duration. And, yes, if he does good time, he may get released a little bit early. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments section what you think of the arrest of Don Wells. Let me know if you think that this is going to help enhance the case, where they're going to bring in Candace Wells and put her through the questioning phase again and get her in there. Will she evoke her Fifth Amendment? Will she say, I don't want to speak anymore? Up until this point, if you guys can recall, the Wells family, Candace and Don, have been speaking to everybody and anybody and their mother, whoever they want. They are speaking to everybody. So, what would make you think that they would invoke their Fifth Amendment, or that she would invoke her Fifth Amendment? I think if she did do that, then that would show quite a bit of things that make you go, right? So, let's see what happens. Let's see where the cards fall on the table. And I think that this is could be a good thing. You know, my heart breaks for all of our missing, Summer Wells included, our boys Oren and Orson West, Sincere and Classic, over in Bakersfield, California, little Harmony Montgomery, and so many other. Um, so many other missing adults and children that are out there. Maya Miliete, we don't know, still to this day, we don't know what happened to Suzanne Morphew. We don't have her recovery. But let me just say thank you to the moderators, again, the people who subscribe and positively engage in this community. I'm going to try to get Joe Murray tonight to come on to explain a little bit from the criminal defense attorney side. I have a live stream created, a charity fundraiser. On the fundraiser live stream, which is going to happen on Saturday, 12 noon Eastern to probably around 3, 4 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday. That's the 12th of February. I'm going to have Dave Rader from EquiSearch. It's a live stream that is going to be directly funded to EquiSearch. All the funds, any donations go straight to EquiSearch. Lost is not alone. No fees taken by YouTube, no super chats. All of the Every donation goes straight to EquiSearch, and that is the people who went out and searched numerous times for Summer Wells. If you guys remember, in the Beach Creek community, EquiSearch Midwest, Twyla Cisco, Dave Rader, Gene Robinson, Chris Starnes, all of the great community folks down there went down and searched numerous times for Summer Wells. So I invite you all to come over to the Saturday live stream with Dave Rader. I'm going to have some special guests. I invited some really special people to come on and speak with us. It's going to be a great afternoon. I hope we could drum up as much money as possible for these great people who go out and do God's work. Again, they search for Summer Wells numerous times, and Dave Rader hasn't given up on Summer Wells. He will continue to search for her. But this breaking news of Don Wells being arrested, I think, in my eyes, for the for the for the good of Summer Wells, I think this could be a good thing. This has the potential to be a good thing. Thank you so much, Lady D, for being a member for 8 months. And she sends a little message. Love you, DutyRon. Thank you so much for that message. Let me scroll back so I didn't miss that other message. Audrey W, member for 4 months. She's a DutyRon Bronze, and she says, "Love your channel. I have learned so much." That's what this is about. You know, I am not on YouTube to solve cases. I'm on YouTube to speak about cases, to talk about the components that go into an investigation. I'm here to educate with experts like Barbara Butcher, Dr. Murray Marks, Dr. Larry Dobrin, which is a forensic odontologist. He told us about how we make identification through the pulp in decedent's teeth. We talked about that with Brian Laundrie. We had Dr. Murray Marks, who went over the anthropology, the study of the bones of Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie, and various other cases. Dr. Murray Marks will be joining us, and Barbara Butcher, on Saturday's um, charity live stream fundraiser for EquiSearch. I'm also going to have some really great content creators. I've invited some of the best to come on for a few minutes and speak about EquiSearch and speak about the great things that they do. So I'm encouraging each and every one of you to set your reminder. Go over. There is a live stream that is created. Hit that little reminder bell and make sure you tune in, because we are going to speak in depth. We're going to speak with them about the operation of EquiSearch. Thank you, Grace Green. I appreciate it. We're going to speak about the operation of EquiSearch. We're going to speak about the cases that they covered, Summer Wells being one of them. They were on call and on standby for the search for Gabby Petito. Fiberfloozy's Crafts, thank you so much. I left you a message. Thank you for everything that you do. And you got a great little channel over there you're running. You're doing a lot of cool stuff. I went and checked out your channel, Fiberfloozy. I appreciate you. I thank you. And thank you, Fiberfloozy's Crafts, for your support here on Crime Time with DutyRon. So yeah, I think Saturday will be a really great stream. Rita, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate that. I think I missed somebody else. Oh, I got Fiberfloozy and I got Rita. Listen, guys, again, make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video. Let's send it out. This is not a bad thing. I mean, Don Wells, if you look at some of the things that he was up to, Gray Screen, thank you for the $25 super chat. Much love to you. And if you want to get these bracelets, you could go on DutyRon.com. They're available for purchase. All of the funds from these bracelets go to EquiSearch. Lost is not alone. So let me take this off so you guys can see it. So it's EquiSearch Midwest. These are the bracelets. I wear this every day, and this is their the slogan that they have: "Lost is not alone." You can't beat this. $10, all of it goes straight to EquiSearch. We're doing all we can to support the people who search for our missing. So Don Wells, it's not a bad thing that he's incarcerated and locked up. They're like a freight train running down the tracks. If you look at some of the craziness that's gone on YouTube with Don and Candace, it is, you know, it's over the top. And him getting arrested today in court, and when they say remand, let me just let everybody in on a secret. If you go to court as a free person, Lisa Bennett, thank you for the super sticker. Let me just educate a little bit here. Let's let everybody, let this out. If you go to court as a free person on the return date of your court date, he was in court in November, and his return date was today for February 7th, and you do not leave that court as a free person, it's called getting arrested in court. I've done it a million times. I've arrested people in court. If it's a remand and we put the handcuffs on that person, he is now in custody. It is an arrest. So let me just put that to rest, because everybody thinks that they know what they're talking about. If you get locked up while you're in court and you get remanded and the judge says, take charge, that means these come on. And once these bracelets go on your wrist, you're now in Department of Corrections custody. You are now arrested and sentenced and put in jail. Just a little bit of a reminder. I'm just saying. That's how it goes. So with him being in and with the bracelets going on, with the bracelets being put on his hands, on his wrists, he's now going to be in the custody of the Department of Corrections. So Don Wells gets a chance, free, paid for by the government, paid for by your tax dollars, rehab to get him off of alcohol and drugs, which I hope, he sticks to that, because nothing good comes of anybody who is abusing drugs and alcohol. We saw live on YouTube on a nightly basis sometimes the direct result of what happens when someone abuses drugs and alcohol. So I hope that again, Candace Wells. I keep saying Kansas. People correct me on that too. So have at it. Have fun with it. Candace Wells will have a lot of time to think while she sits at home alone, and she'll have a lot of time to think about what happened to her daughter. And if she does know something, or if she knows anything, this is going to be an opportunity to have that come clean moment. So I'm hoping that happens. Sherilyn Schofner sends in a $5 super chat, and she says, hope this arrest shakes something loose. Thanks, DutyRon. That was a nice way of saying that. I like it. I like that, Sherilyn. So yeah, things that make you go home. By a show of hands here in the chat, who feels that the arrest and taken into custody today of Don Wells is a good thing? Put a 1 in the chat. If you feel that it's not a good thing and that he has a lot of good to do out on the streets of the Beach Creek area, put a 2 in the chat. Let's just see. Let's get a poll going. I wish I could get a poll really going. I see a lot of number ones. I'm looking for some number twos. Just curious. Don't put a two just to be funny. Just tell me how you really feel. Interesting. Interesting. I haven't seen a two yet. There you go. Lieutenant Pete Pranzo, great to see you, my brother. Thank you, boss, for being here. Miss Donna, thank you for being here. Judy, thank you for joining. Virginia, Cat H, Harlem Raiders is here. D Wonders, thank you. Dawn Rose, Dawn Marie, Nikki, the UK. All right, haven't seen a one. Haven't seen a two yet. Excellent, excellent. All right, so violation of probation, and also his blood work from his DWI arrest came true that he was in violation of operating a motor vehicle while on the influence of alcohol and or drugs. Don Wells remanded, arrested today, taken into custody. C'est la vie. Have a nice day. See you next Tuesday. All of that goodness. Don Wells. Okay, there's my first number two. Let me see. Rose of Sharon says number two. She feels he should be out. Poor Don. Wah, wah, wah. I get it. I respect it. It's all good. Thank you. So the number ones way outweigh the number twos. And again, it is what it is. Listen, you can't roll the dice and continually abuse drugs and alcohol and think that it's going to be okay. Operating a motor vehicle to go get more drinks or more cigarettes or more food or water or anything is a bad thing. People get killed when someone gets behind the wheel. Listen, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, will tell you time and time again, if you are consuming alcohol, you should not be operating a motor vehicle. And that's it. Period. Period. If you're on probation, that's even more of the reason why you shouldn't be doing that. North Florida, Gary, good to see you. Again, it's crazy, crazy, guys. We could forget about the polling. The polling is closed. The number ones outweigh the number twos. I only saw one or two number twos, and those people, again, there's going to always be a segment of the population that feels sorry for Don Wells and that says, "Oh, poor him, poor him." Listen, adults make their own decisions. You make your bed, you got to sleep in it. And at the end of the day, this guy was out of control. And I feel that he was not trying to help find his daughter. If he was trying to help find his daughter, I would love someone to enlighten me and let me know exactly how he was doing that. If he was really and truly and honest and truly trying to help find his missing daughter, who was, by his words, abducted or kidnapped, tell me in a clear and concise manner what he was doing, the steps he was taking to try to find his daughter. I don't know what they are. It just seems all very bizarre to me. Carrying on and cursing out your wife and cursing out people and talking vulgar on live streams. Um, uh, Last time I checked, that doesn't help find your daughter. Period. End of story. There's nothing more. There's nothing less that I could say about that. You know, if God forbid my children or child went missing, I would be screaming from the rooftops every day, handing out flyers in front of my local stores, talking to people, talking to my neighbors, talking to law enforcement, talking to people. But I would be doing it respectfully. I would be doing it not while I'm under the influence of drugs and alcohol, you know? So, again, gossiping on YouTube, that doesn't work. That does not work. You gotta, if your daughter you truly and honestly believe that your daughter was snatched up off your property, then guess what? You should be talking to every neighbor. You should be driving on an ATV or in your car around and around with a bullhorn. Forget about people with bullhorns screaming out in front of people's houses. He should be on a bullhorn saying, "Have you seen my daughter, Summer Wells?" Or whatever. I didn't see that happen in the beginning. I mean, right now it's a little bit late to do that. But I didn't see that. Bernadette Peterson Riley says, "I agree with you. Bring Candace in. Put her in the box. Bring her in. Put her in the box. Make her feel uncomfortable." I agree with that 100%. You know, squeeze her for every ounce of truth serum that you could get out of that woman. Squeeze her for every bit of information that she has. And she's not going to have him to fall back on now for 180 days. And that's a long time, you know? So, again, acting like a jagaloon, acting like a fool does nothing to help your daughter. There's nothing to help bring us to answers. It doesn't help one bit. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. I love when you guys hit me up in the comment section. It's a great way to have a conversation after the live stream. So please do that. Miss Tammy, thank you so much for your message. I'm going to highlight it quickly. Oh, I'm not on StreamYard. I can't do that. So she says, no message, but thank you, Mrs. Tammy. I appreciate that. Navy Vet, thank you for the super chat. Navy Vet super chat says, my second cousin was paralyzed in a drunk driving accident. His stepmother and baby sister were killed by a drunken driver the wrong way. So there you go. I mean, there's a classic example of the horror that people who drink and drive bring to other families, how they ruin people and kill other people. So it's really, really terrible, and I'm so sorry for that deep family loss. So sorry, Navy Vet. But thank you for sharing that here with us. All right, guys. Let me know what you think again down below in the comments. I'm going to get out of here. I think we talked about this enough. Don Wells taken into custody, bracelets put on in court today. For those of you who like to see the bracelets, I'll give it to you again. Hold on. Violation of probation, DWI, convicted, sentenced, judge says take charge, court officers take charge, click, click. You're in the pokey, you're going in. Have a nice day. He's no stranger to jail. He has by himself admitted on many drunken live streams at night that he's been in and out of jail his whole life, his whole adult life. So Don Wells is no stranger to the criminal justice system, to the being in the pokey. He is what I would say is he's an expert at it. He knows what he's got going. He knows what he's got in front of him. It's not like this is a scary mystery to him. He's going back in. Like when I used to lock the guys up, I'd get somebody and put them in handcuffs, and the guy would be like, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. Because he's saying he doesn't want to go back because they know how shitty jail is and how sucky jail is. So, but you know, you want to play, you got to pay, and that's how it goes. Don Wells remanded, sentenced, taken into custody, and let's see what happens going forward. I would ask people to try to just lay off of Candace. Don't put her on YouTube. Let the authorities have a chance at her. Don't put her on YouTube. Don't let her talk. Silence is golden. Leave her to think. Just leave her the hell alone. Leave it up to the professionals to do the job. She doesn't need to be interviewed by amateurs. Just leave it alone. Guys, much love and respect from my house to yours. Look for a live stream from me explaining these charges, explaining what is going forward with criminal defense attorney Joe Murray. I'm going to try to get him on board with me so we could talk a little bit about this. And let me know if you want to see that kind of video. If you don't want to see it, let me know too. I like to hear the feedback. I don't get hurt by people saying I don't want to hear about it. So let me know down below in the comments if you want to see or hear something like that. Guys, God bless the world. God bless the United States of America. God bless each and every one of us here in the chat, but especially all victims of crime and their families. Summer Wells, she needs us now more than ever. Let's bring this little girl home. Let's find the missing. And don't forget to join me on Saturday for a fundraiser, members only. Come on in, all of the members. It's not going to be a members only, but it is a fundraiser, charity fundraiser. I'm going to have a lot of extra special guests joining Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you set your reminder, and I'll see you then. God bless, guys. Peace.